It kind of sounds like you're disrespecting known Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. Welcome back to Hot Take Sports episode 157. Isaac, how you doing today?
Okay.
Okay.
It's fall break, but my baseball team lost in a heartbreaking fashion.
Hey, at least your team's in there, man.
There's that. At least you made it this far. You gonna say just copy paste?
I have nothing to say.
You're not on fall break and your team lost? Man.
Both my teams lost. In heartbreaking fashion, actually.
Oh, football team. I was
Yeah.
so
The
what
one's
team
just
is it?
stupid. Like, I'll agree with that. Heartbreaking fashion. Yeah.
Oh, I'm good. Got our tournament matchup for soccer. I still can't believe we have to wait 2 weeks to play a tournament game. But
Crazy.
whatever. Bad schedule, I guess.
It's got to prep. Got to prep, man.
Yeah, for the
10
team
in the box.
for the team that had 90 plus possession against us.
Wait, what was the score regular season?
7-0.
It's doable.
They only shot the ball like 4 times in the second half, and they scored every time they shot the ball
Get him to
until they
PKs.
tried to get some freshmen some goals.
Get him to PKs.
That's probably what we're gonna go for. Anyways, you go.
It was a Monday. Stayed up and watched my team last night / this morning win. That was cool. Got a lift in Monday at work. Overall, good day. Clay, how you doing?
Average. Watching the guards lose sucks, obviously. But caught a new species of fish today. I'm also on fall break, so I went fishing today. And lost the lure, but can't win them all.
But you got the fish. That's all that matters.
I was reaching down to pick him up, and this pike had it in his throat. There was no hope. So I was like, well, I can't. If I pick it up by the line, he's just gonna break the line. So I picked it up a little bit and I reached down, he shut his mouth and snapped the line right away and then swam off.
What a guy.
Clay,
Furious.
your shirt looks like the blue bib that you wear at the dentist.
What? Yeah, pretty much. It's my Under Armour liner. It's about as warm as they come. It was windy on the island today.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a bit chilly out.
Indeed.
Nice fall weather.
It was nice. Very nice.
You work outside today?
Kind of, sort of. We finished up spraying today. We're in a truck, but the windows are always down. The idiot
counts.
driving was man, I'm sweating. And it's like 45 degrees outside. And he cranked the AC all the way up. And I'm like, you're a sociopath.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been going through
Jail.
I've been going through that when I go to Walmart in the morning. Cause when I get there, it's like 45 degrees right now. But they have the heat just blasted in OGP. So the rest of the store is cold. But as soon as you walk back there, you are just sweating. And it is the worst. So I'm showing up shorts and t-shirt, 45 degrees to walk inside.
That's crazy.
It's fantastic.
It's absurd.
Whatever gets you done for you.
Well, enough about work.
Yeah. Heck work.
Sports.
Football wrap up.
Pay.
You got the most recent game. You go first. Freshest in the mind.
Oh, dude, the Cowboys won a thriller in Pittsburgh last night after an hour and a half, roughly, rain delay. It monsoon. I can't believe the field wasn't in worse shape, to be honest with you.
USGA golf rated
I started
rated grass, bro. What do you mean?
It was like, you're telling me Mike Tomlin goes out there post practice, he chips some balls. And so then, yep, 110. Yep, doing good.
56
But,
out.
I was honestly surprised we won that game, especially after Dak turned it over twice in the first half in the red zone. That really grinded my gears, but tell you something. But I don't know what the issue was. And then special teams, I almost said Brett Maher. Brandon Aubrey got his field goal blocked in the third quarter. I mean, that's just simple stuff to, I don't know, just do your job and block the guy across from you. But live and learn. It was 6-3 at the point. And Pittsburgh came down, started second half, and scored in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. I made it 10-6. I'm like, yep, this game's going to go just like I thought. They're going to come out in the second half and run it up because we got lucky the whole first half. But overall, Dak showed kind of sort of in the fourth quarter why we paid him 60 mil a year. Made it for his 3 turnovers and 2-minute drive, led the team down. 4th and goal, 20 seconds left, found Culver for a touchdown. And defense without DeMarcus Lawrence or Micah Parsons did all right, did better than I anticipated.
The
I
rookie
thought,
got hurt too, right?
yeah, he did
Super
for sure. It's a
early.
torn ACL. The way
It's kind of what it looked like.
because
Get carted off and whatnot.
Yeah,
I think they said he avoided a tear.
did he?
That's what I saw today.
Because I saw that the reports were they're crossing their fingers. I'm like, oh, so it's probably like partially torn. I'm like, no, it's just not looking good. But I mean, I think the Steelers easily could have just ran halfback stretch the whole game and won the football game. To be honest with you, they could have ran that and quarterback counters like they did the entire time. It worked and got like 5-6 yards. But when we got them to 3rd down, it's like they didn't want to run on 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, so they were trying to pass. But hey, man, I'm not here complaining. We're 3-2, and face Detroit next week. That'll be a tough matchup. So
Yeah, it says avoided torn ACL, missing 4 to 6 weeks.
so yeah,
He is gonna have surgery though.
yeah, our defense is in shambles right now. I'm impressed with DeMarvion Overshown though. He is good. He tore last preseason. We drafted him last year. He tore, I think it was his ACL or something, and he missed the entire season. And he came back this year. He looks very good. I mean, it's been a minute since we've had a linebacker who's fast and kind of plays with a lot of effort. So that's nice to see.
I heard Dak was the first quarterback in the NFL to throw picks on consecutive days.
That would be correct. I saw that from Barstool Sports and like 5 other people on Twitter.
Hey man, everybody's got to have a record.
Yep.
Indeed.
I was waiting for that game to be postponed to like tonight to be like a 7:30, like they did last 2 weeks with 2 Monday Night Football games.
Yeah,
But well,
got her in. That's all that matters.
yep.
What
Brady.
even is the Monday Night Football game? Oh,
Spain.
Chiefs
Yeah.
fans.
I mean,
Dumb.
it's like
I'm actually excited for this.
It's gonna
game.
be good.
It's either going to be super high scoring or it's going to be like 12-9. Like
12-9, please. 12-9. 12.
It's
I
going
would
to be
live for 12-9 and
Yeah.
like 10 interceptions.
The little squeak at the end was cute.
Yeah, I know. Because Brady beforehand's like, dude, I swear to God, if the Chiefs defense dropped 53 like the Cowboys defense did week 1 last year,
Hey
I'd be
man,
pissed.
dude, the Giants won 31 this week. It's not out of the question.
Yeah, but
Like 21.
Yeah, the Giants kind of look
Dude,
look like they're okay.
all it takes is Kamara to slip on the grass on the first play of the game, and it's over. Not just the week this season.
If that man gets hurt first play and my defense gets negative points, I'll cry. I will never pick up or touch any Chiefs player ever
I was
again
gonna
in this
say,
lifetime.
I think I'm up by 2 points right now. So
You are. I start with 10.
as soon as the game, yeah, I say as soon as the game starts, I'll be chasing you.
Yeah, but like I told you, I mean, Kamara's easily going to get 8 points at least. So, and they're bound to at least score some points on the Chiefs defense. So, Chiefs defense hasn't really been great like it has been in the past.
See, I'd like to think that, but
They've
they
been the
also
best
only
running
put up
defense in
12
the league.
points on the Eagles.
Yeah, but Kamara's just it's PPR. So,
right.
His reception line is like 4.5. I'm like,
Yeah.
Brady, how did your team do
Oh yeah. Talk about it.
before
Yeah, do it.
us Browns fan go?
oh,
Let
we
it out.
suck.
You
Let
guys
it out.
ran again.
We actually had our best offensive line week of the season, like only giving up 2 sacks. I'm not going to talk about the 12 penalties that occurred mostly on the offensive line, but
it's understandable right there. That is
we
very
only give up 2 sacks. We actually had a decent 2-minute drill drive. Scored, which should have been the game-winning touchdown, but the stupidest rule in the books turned it into.
No, let's have a conversation about that. What is the stupidest rule in football?
roughing the passer.
Hip drop tackle.
Oh, you're gonna fire Leo up.
Hurt some players of mine. episode.
Yeah.
Most of the excessive celebration calls.
Yeah.
All right,
You guys see
yeah.
the one in college where the guy tackled the guy and stood over him?
And
Like
literally
this.
unloaded a clip in it.
That should be a flag.
I was like,
felony.
I don't think you can do that.
Terrion Stewart got a flag for literally landing a backflip in the end zone in BG's first home game.
What?
We had a guy get a flag for landing a backflip at BG's first home game.
Yeah, that's
What do you want him to do? Die? Like,
Was it after the kickoff return?
land
for a
on your
touchdown?
neck.
What?
Was it after the kickoff return for a touchdown?
No, it wasn't. Our running back, I think he had 3 touchdowns that day, and I think after his second one, he hit a backflip in front of the student section.
Yeah, yeah, that's nuts.
Oh,
Anyways, that one's pretty bad too.
but yeah, Jalen Polk, look, well, it was not even a look. He had both feet down, but because of the direction of the toe tap, it was ruled out of bounds. So instead of the Dolphins being 1-4, we're 1-4. Not that I was anticipating winning, it just hurts the way we lost. A la the Guardians today. But now instead of Jacoby Brissett, we might see Drake May, against the 4-1 Texans instead of the should be 1-4 Dolphins.
Drake May in October.
It kind of sounds like you're disrespecting known Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. That's why Pro Bowls mean absolutely nothing. Guys like Tyler Huntley.
Oh, they used to until they started just subbing in their backup.
I was gonna say
guess.
they used to until Tyler Huntley.
Back when Sean Taylor played and they were actually hitting people.
I still
Yeah.
think Tyler Huntley making it over Trevor Lawrence that year was that was when it was over.
Lamar's like, the only way you get to give it to someone else is if it's my backup. He's like, okay. You go.
Snoop's just.
Here's a cookie. I love it. You just said Snoop and you flipped me off for saying Snoop.
Yeah, I was.
I'm
kinda
inside
mad.
the
I
mind.
was kind of mad it came out of my mouth, to be honest.
You kind of looked a little disappointed. You
Yeah,
put your head down as you said it.
mute me.
Is that all for you, Brady?
I have nothing to say.
Yeah, if you
Football
if you
team
haven't
this
seen the
weekend.
if you haven't seen the Patriots last play of the game, or it wasn't the last play, but was the
It
last
was
play? Anyways, the touchdown, the not so
exciting.
touchdown at the end. Watch it. You'll
I
see.
lied. I do have something else.
Oh,
Jacoby Brissett threw a ball over the middle of the field with 12 seconds left in the game,
Yeah,
and he caught it.
yeah.
Well, the clock ran out before he could do anything else.
Kirko Chains disagrees. He did that on Thursday Night Football.
yeah, but he ain't Kirko Chains.
All I can tell you right now, they're 1 for 2 on throwing over the middle when there's 10 seconds left. Dak and Jacoby Brissett. And then you
I
got
think Jacoby Brissett might be bottom 3
you got
in
Kirko.
everything.
Kirko Chains is the only one.
Our
barely
QB has you
catching.
beat by a mile.
Well, yeah, that's because your QB is one of the only 2 that suck more than mine.
Clayton, would you like to start?
Whoa,
No.
gosh.
I have nothing.
So let's see. Shout out to Kirko Chains. What do you have? 505.
509, I think.
Yeah.
This weekend was like the first time numerous quarterbacks like got over 300 yards, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dak
yeah.
went
Offense is
over.
finally played this week.
Yeah, it was awesome. We
Kirk
like
Cousins
Good.
had more passing yards during Thursday night than my team had the entirety of the first 4 weeks of the season.
That's nuts.
Probably mine
I
do.
was say they're probably pushing the Browns then.
Nah, I bet Deshaun has 650 or more.
I'll say Deshaun definitely is over 500. Before this
Correct,
week, he had
but-
449. and we just broke 600 this week.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
it doesn't make that any less garbage, but yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Dak's in near 1400 already.
Oh,
I mean, when you got like no running game until last night.
hey,
Dude,
disrespect my boy Rico
dude,
Dowdle. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
disrespecting. That was his best game I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah,
That
it's
was
the best game of his
awesome.
career. It's not even
Yeah.
close.
That was awesome.
Dude, I wish my team had the O-line development that yours did.
We're very good at that.
Yep.
You know what we're also good at? Holding. Ball starts.
All right.
Shout out to
Oh,
Rico
hey,
Dowdle
We're pretty good at that too.
for winning my fantasy matchup when half of my team was on a bye. I had one
He carried
playable
the
spot.
boats.
I had one playable spot on my bench. Everyone else was on bye or got hurt by like Friday.
I looked at your team.
It was just the Ravens.
like, what the heck? I'm like scroll nearby. I'm like, oh,
There's nothing there. But Isaiah Likely, 3 catches, 2 touchdowns, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
Yeah, you got bailed out by Brees all sucking.
That too. Again.
Garrett Wilson in this week though.
Yeah. I
He-
told you he was
he-
going
yeah, he
off
did
since I
very
traded him.
The rest of my team did nothing without the Lions, but
That's true.
Dude, I was flipping through our leagues. I was like, Isaac has 3 of the first round picks. Leo has 2 of the first round picks. Who hasn't traded their pick yet? I was like, oh, Brees Hall sucks. Oh, Bijan sucks.
Was Garrett Wilson my first round pick or
Yeah.
was Debo
Yeah.
Samuel?
no,
your first round pick.
you took
Alright, I don't care.
Debo 3rd round because you
You
went
took
Garrett
Saquon
Wilson,
2nd.
Saquon.
Oh, you're right.
You took him at the turn, and I'm like,
You're right. You're right. Bless you.
Out here dying.
Jenna's been good though. We ride.
Yeah. Anyways.
oh, dude, shout out Bengals Ravens for probably
Yeah.
3 game of the year,
yeah.
They gave
and
us
then
this.
Yeah.
the
Bengals
rookie
blew.
punter for the Bengals for screwing them out of a touchdown.
Yeah.
Dude, Jamar Chase was balling.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it's
there to show
Burrow.
off he's married. Have you guys seen that?
What?
Mhm.
People are saying that their punter fumbled the hold because of his wedding ring.
I don't know. He caught it and then went to put it down, and it fell out of his hands. And as McPherson was running up to kick it, he
He did get it set up in time though.
not well,
Not well.
not very well.
Not well.
This was the ball. It
Oh,
was
man.
very bad.
McPherson still hooked it.
Yeah, he should. I mean, he pulled it left for sure.
That's because he's
but-
trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, says the guy who scouted him out of 3rd grade.
God, at least let him get out of the womb first. Gee.
Dude, I haven't even had him since that first year.
Oh, it's still funny.
Actually, wait, isn't he on your team?
McPherson?
Yeah. Or at least
He's got Young Wei
he was
Koo.
last year.
He's got Young Wei Koo. Don't you remember that Thursday night?
I started with Jake Elliott. He was useless.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And then I picked up the Cardinals kicker, and he was useless.
Matt Prater, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah. Matt Prater's like 39 years old.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Jake Moody got hurt.
I
Yeah.
saw that. Questionable.
Yeah, bro snapped his ankle trying to make a tackle. It was stupid.
Idiot.
First of all, just learn how to tackle, I guess.
Just
I
let
don't
your
know.
teammates blow.
Freaking
Shout out Pat
yeah,
Mahomes.
him and Patrick Mahomes. Learn how to tackle.
Oh yeah, they did say Rashi Rice towards LCL, I think is what I saw.
That's not even a real tendon.
Well, it's really confusing because some reports were saying, "Oh, he'll be back soon," and other reports were like, "Oh, it's an LCL."
Oh yeah,
Well-
his knee is facing the other direction.
No, he's fine. 4 weeks.
I
He
don't-
walks like a crane. I'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take fucking back out there. Oh, needs it.
Tape him up. No, he's got Kareem Hunt.
I'm very
Yeah?
intrigued to see how that
Oh,
goes.
yes.
He already leads their backfield in rushing in the season. No, that's not true. Isaiah Pacheco is still in first. He's second.
Oh, I didn't even.
He leads their
he was-
active
He
players.
was active last week.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
He had 70 yards, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was 69.
Nice.
I'm gonna look it up now, just in case.
You got it.
Maybe it's his fantasy point 6.9.
No, because he had receiving yards too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy. I typed in best kicker in the league and he popped up.
The other thing I forgot to mention is Ramondre Stevenson
Yeah,
supposedly got benched.
14 rushes for 69 yards, 2 catches for 16.
That's why.
And a field goal. I would
Yeah.
pay money to watch that man try and kick a field. PAT afterwards, like say Butker gets hurt. And then they're like, hey, Kareem, we need you to go kick. You're like, it's just a meme.
He's I don't know how. Liar.
Oh, makes it. Dude, speaking of memes, Kyler Murray announced his partnership with Call of Duty today.
Heck yeah, dude. Almost makes me buy the game.
Bro's catch was literally, thanks for memeing me into a bag, y'all.
Yeah, that was a great tweet.
Kyler's Call of Duty, baby.
Good for him, man. Get your bag.
This is gonna have a skin in it. More than likely.
That's
Hopefully
gotta be a
skin
cheat
considering
code, right?
offensive line.
No, it's a cheat code to be shorter in Call of Duty.
Yeah, it'd be like
Smaller hitbox.
a gremlin
True.
running around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy speed. He's a durable guy too.
Yeah,
Wasn't
when
he
his
hurt?
knee's fully intact.
Let's say, wasn't he hurt last season? Or was it 2
Yeah,
seasons
he
ago?
died.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah, he missed most of the first half of the season because my team blew out his knee in December a couple years ago.
That makes sense.
Nice.
It was Monday Night Football too.
Sounds like something your team would do.
Yeah.
True. Cheaters.
Yeah.
Dude, we had Mac Jones.
You're out.
If we would have cheated, we would have actually done something.
Nope.
No.
No.
I don't think you're in a position here.
He is. He's sitting. All right. You guys want to get to the Browns game or?
You want to
Let's
go
go to
first?
London.
No.
Going all the way to Wembley
Uh,
to talk about the entire Vikings offense being carried by Sauce Gardner. Bro, I was sitting there watching the game and I'm like, man, the Vikings offense is moving well. I must be getting a few points out of Sam Darnold. No, it was all penalties the entire way down the field.
I was gonna say
At least twice. It was
I
insane.
think Jettis was 4 for 10, and he had at least 4 PI calls on him.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
because like I was just like sitting there watching it, and every single time I looked up, I was like, "Oh, there's Jettis."
The flag. Yeah, Sauce came with the mindset like I can't guard him, so I'm just gonna foul the crap out of him. Hope we make a play and then or in the goal line.
I'm sitting there getting notice for the game. I'm scrolling through, and some dude on TikTok has it live streaming, and it's called College Football 25 Rebuild. And I'm like, that ain't it. But I'm like, I'll see the score. I'm like, oh, it's 10-7. Oh, I bet Jetta scored. Keep scrolling. I'm like, I'm curious now. But I'm like, oh, he didn't score. It was a pick six. I'm like, that's awesome. Then I'm like, wait. Go to sleeper. Brady played the Vikings defense. I'm like, no, it's not awesome.
Van Ginkel's a dog, man.
Yeah.
The Vikings,
Yeah, he is.
the Vikings defense, man. I think I picked him up week 2. And I've been riding him the rest of the way.
I mean, he's got 2 touchdowns this year. More than some of the top names in the league, man.
Washed.
There's a whole list. I don't remember. Jackson Smith and Jigga was on there.
He actually had 4 catches.
He actually was, yeah, usable. It was impressive.
Actually played football this week.
I'd say he actually outscored my starting tight end.
Oh, I forgot you have him now.
Yeah. I was gonna say he came on by till week 12. I was like, well, they'll have it figured out by week 12, I think.
Well,
And if not, I guess I'll just drop him and pick up somebody else.
Fingers
Sam
crossed.
Laporta's up for grabs.
I mean, I think I'll live and die with Kincaid.
Fair.
I'll give it.
Isaac's head snapped up when I said Sam Laporta. Just-
I might be playing Fry with us this season. How bad my offense is.
Sam Laporta's on his way up. He's finally healthy now.
Yeah,
I'm sure the bye week helped.
Well, if your team just kept Joe Flacco, David Njoku would be the tight end number 1.
you're probably right.
I thought it was going to be a week when Njoku got that first catch to start the game. And I was like, oh, maybe the Browns offense is ready again. They just need the big man. No,
No.
that was not the case.
No,
What do you have? One more catch the rest of the day? Maybe 2?
I don't know.
Not too sure. Really.
But
I watched for the offensive purposes Washington.
That was
Yeah.
so I was watching.
yes.
I was like, the team doesn't torch me.
Yeah. Well, might as well
Now you
start.
can go for it.
Yeah. Sean Watson doesn't know how to read a defense. Holds on to the ball too long.
And your offensive line doesn't give him time to read a defense.
I was gonna say it doesn't
But it's-
matter.
Yes, and no. Because Watson A holds on to the ball too long sometimes. And B, some of it's on the offensive line.
He literally got sacked one time, and a guy in a red jersey never touched him. They just pushed your offensive line into him.
Yeah.
Knocked him over.
But
I was like, oh, that's the end of the game right there.
also, he holds on to the ball. One time he had a completely clean pocket for once. He goes, here, let me run with a clean pocket.
Yeah.
I'm like, just stand in the pocket for a couple more seconds. See if you have a guy. Then maybe run.
So you just got to eat it and go, man.
I mean, they have plenty of guys. Quarterbacks.
And the offensive line.
The entire team is the problem. There's no one culprit here. Our defense didn't play great. Our secondary gave up a lot of big plays, including Denzel Ward. Our offensive play calling has been terrible. Our offensive execution has been terrible. We lead the league in drop passes. Like, it's just nothing is going right now.
Yeah. Another thing that doesn't help the defense at all is when you go 3 and out like 14 times. Your defense on the field all the time then. So they're tired.
This is honestly harder to watch than 0-16, I think.
Because there's
'Cause at least-
expectations now.
at least with 0-16, I knew we were gonna be trash. I didn't know that we would be this bad. Like, you know what I mean? Sure, could we have taken a step back from last year? We were on the good end of a lot of one-score games. Yeah, it was possible, but I didn't think we'd be at 1-4 with like the most horrendous looking offense I've ever seen before in my life on the field.
And part of the problem is right now they're not going to bench Watson because Haslam wants Watson to play right now.
Who cares? Bench him.
Uh,
So long, sucker.
They should, but
Well, not so
they're-
long, sucker. Because you cut him before June 1st, you got 177 million in dead cap.
So what?
June
Bench him.
2nd. All right.
They're not cutting him. Sorry.
So it's like almost.
I didn't say
the
cut him. I
salary.
said bench him.
True, but it's not going to be so long. Not till at least.
right. They're not going to bench him. You know they need to.
Yeah, you need to give the team some hope at this point.
Jameis
Throw in
Winston
I'm about to say
is that like
when he walked off that field when Stefanski wanted to go for it on that 4th and 1 in the red zone. There's another
Yeah.
time too.
Blowing it like that after a turnover, too. Bad end of the first half, gave up 2 touchdowns late, get a turnover, and then blow 2 timeouts en route to kicking a field goal inside.
Yeah, because
Like
Watson
that,
said
that can't inside the 10, maybe, but that still
Yeah.
can't.
Watson's just walked off field and quit, basically.
True.
I don't care if you start Jameis Winston or see what you have in DTR. I don't care at this point. You need to just have a fire sale and get a bunch of 3rd and 2nd round picks and retool.
What do you like so much about DTR?
I just want
He's below the age
It's
of
an acronym.
25.
All right,
He's on a low salary cap.
I was gonna say he makes less than $1 million a year.
Right. I'm like, the season's lost for it. Why not see what you have in a young guy, maybe?
I don't know if throwing a 25-year-old DTR in with the team with the hardest schedule left to go statistically in the NFL is a good idea.
That's even
I
worse.
understand that.
If
And
it's
I'm
not
like,
Watson,
I don't care if it's Winston or DTR is what I'm
That's the other
saying.
thing, is your offensive line is so bad, and DTR is not exactly a well-built individual.
No.
No.
No point throwing him into the fire and just letting him die.
No, but
I got with wings.
Yeah, that too.
I also think it's part of Watson holding on to the ball a little too long too, making that numbers inflated a little bit. I get the offense line is still bad, but it's still Winston inflating it at least a little bit.
But there's a lot of times he doesn't even have a chance to get past his first.
Right.
progression.
That is true.
bro just looks miserable. Like he's just playing the game. He just looks miserable.
Who?
Watson.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Kevin.
Well, and probably him too.
Yeah,
I
him
mean.
too.
Well, if you saw Kevin, he pretty much
Kevin.
to watch
The one positive thing that came out of the press conference after the game was Kevin did not completely shut the door to turning over play calling to Ken Dorsey.
I think it needs to happen for them to bench Watson.
What is
Completely,
the point of having
completely
an
honest.
offensive coordinator if he doesn't call the plays?
Right.
Exactly. I've been saying,
one.
I've literally been saying that since we hired Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't be knowing football much, but
Yeah. But
you just sit there. And
that's
throw stuff
another
on the sideline.
point that Savance can go to the owner and say, oh, look, it's not working with him either. Can we just move on?
Well, and to tandem off of them, Stefanski calling plays instead of the OC is hurting my team now too. Because my idiot team signed to their idiot offensive coordinator who never called plays before.
Yeah,
Well,
that'll
that's
teach
your
you.
idiot team's fault.
I
for
know.
hiring.
And Stefanski showed that he can call a good game, but Watson apparently can't understand the offense. That's kind of what it comes down to. But I switch the play calling over, see what happens. Maybe it's Stefanski, maybe it's not. But you saw Stefanski with 5 different quarterbacks last year get a team to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't think it's Stefanski. I think it has to be the quarterback.
I don't know.
You
I think
could
we got
also
Chiefs.
just to play. I don't agree with this, but just to play devil's advocate, he also went 5-1 with Watson last year.
That is true.
Just
Touche.
but
Touche.
it's both, I think. Watson
that's a-
has to go.
It doesn't seem like they're changing anything up though. Like a lot of teams, when they're like, okay, our quarterback's getting hit a lot, they're getting to our quarterback a lot. Okay, let's move the pocket. Let's get him out on bootlegs. Like that's what they did with Baker a lot. There's a lot of bootleg.
You're right.
Like, why aren't you changing it up with Watson? Why not try something else?
I think it's
Because
part
why
of
would
the.
we try something new when we could run a sex offender into the ground?
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, keep it how it is. I mean,
Maybe that's why they're doing it.
I also think it's part of you're trying to get the Ken Dorsey offense in there, so there's not a lot of play action or moving the pocket. That's also part of the reason.
there's not enough time to run play action.
No, but at least you can like do the bootlegs. But I think it's the Ken Dorsey offense, and that's why the Bills fired him, because that offense is not good.
That's true. Their offense was a lot better after they fired
Right.
Dorsey.
That's
Except
why.
for yesterday. This shit was rough.
But that's why the Bills fired him.
I do want to talk about that. So obviously our teams punted a lot yesterday, second and third most punt yardage yesterday. But the Bills punted for over 400 yards because Josh Allen was 9 of 30 passing.
So
Yeah,
rough.
Josh Allen
It's
did not
abysmal.
look
I
good
don't care who
yesterday.
you- That is very
Yeah.
atrocious.
That's also because he had
Yeah.
a concussion and they let him play.
He didn't have crap. Concussion.
Oh,
He got
in the later
knocked
part of the
out.
game.
They viewed him and said he was fine. That's their problem.
So
He had no concussion.
So my thing here is he started 1 for 9. That was already not great. That was like the third quarter. He did get knocked out. But then he played better and tied the game.
I wouldn't say
I guess he
nine.
threw it
So,
the middle
One
one. I
for
don't know.
9 and 8 for 21. I wouldn't call that better.
I mean, mathematically, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Statistically, I was gonna say
Still.
He still shouldn't have been allowed
Well,
back in that game. If
no.
you get knocked out because your head bounced off the ground, you're done.
Who's
You-
the backup?
Skylar
Mitch
Thompson.
Trubisky.
Oh, is it?
Oh my
Trubisky?
God, they would have
Yeah.
won.
Wow,
They
you
would've
didn't
won.
know where one of your goats is playing.
Did you?
He's on the Isaac D.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore.
Hey, Isaac, is he better than Baker Mayfield?
No.
Let's revisit that
He
one.
might be better than Sean Watson though.
He is better than
What?
He is better than Deshaun Watson. That's not even
Who's
that's
on
not even a
Isaac
competition.
Dean's- I don't mean to crap on you.
No,
but
go
who's
for it.
on
Go
the
for it.
Isaac Dean,
I got it.
now meme Hall of Fame Mount Rushmore. It's
Jameis-
Derek
Jameis
Carr,
Winston.
Derek Carr, Jameis Winston, Mitchell Trubisky, and
DCR. Yeah, all right. I'm here for it. I like it.
And
I just want to throw that in there. real
That's
quick.
fine.
It's true.
Fair enough.
You're getting title dropped again.
No, he's not. You need to stop doing that. It's only him.
Yeah, but I can use the Mount Rushmore as the thumbnail. I just Mount Rushmore.
I don't care. All right. Cry, baby. you gonna cry. You gonna cry, little baby. You gonna cry.
Dude, if I was gonna cry today, it would have happened before the podcast.
Yeah, it would have been the Guardians game.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a break. Isaac's gonna come back and finish off the NFL with a little segment for us, and then we'll talk about college football and the NHL starting tomorrow and MLB playoffs, maybe.
Maybe.
Call it a podcast. See you guys after the break. Isaac, pull up your shorts and flex your quad. You got anything going on up there? No, you flex it by straightening it, smarty pants.
No.
A little bit. Come on, give it a flex. Like really lock your leg out.
yeah, you're up.
Yeah. And now you're just like the rest of us. Goes over, stabs his quad muscle. Or now.
Talladega Night style.
Ricky, you can walk. What did you just say to me?
Can't lie, I've never seen the movie.
Watch it. It's on Netflix.
I don't have Netflix.
I will give you my Netflix.
Yeah.
It's more places than just Netflix, but it's a Will Ferrell movie. You'll like it.
It's
I
good.
know I would like it. I don't think I've ever actually watched it. I think I've watched bits and pieces of it. I feel like I watched part of it at Clayton's house, maybe.
Possible.
Anyways, I'm uncultured and we are back. Isaac, what you got for us, kid?
Okay, we're going to play a little.
Second time I've said that this podcast.
What, man?
Concerning.
What did you say? Did they snoop again?
No.
No.
Man.
Start talking.
And we're going to play a little game. Should they sell or should they keep? Cleveland Browns edition.
Keep yourself. All right.
Do you want to go with the quarterbacks? Because
What do you want to do,
Might
man?
as well.
Your podcast.
Yes.
okay. Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Keep.
Deshaun Watson.
Pyongyang.
Well said. Jameis Winston.
Slow
Keep.
down, man.
Oh,
Slow down.
Sorry.
Slow down.
Sorry.
Yeah, how many names you got on this list?
We'll be going through the entire.
I won't go
roster.
through the entire roster.
Okay, because you're already 3 for 3.
Most of the right.
He's gonna leave out the fun.
Send Deshaun Watson to the Shanghai Sharks.
I mean, yeah, you might as well keep Winston and DCR.
Yeah, you might as well keep a cheap quarterback option. So
are we going for a perfect world here? Like, is this the Browns utopia, or are we being like realistic?
Realistic.
I don't think
Okay,
Brad
then you have to
Utopia
keep
exists.
Deshaun Watson.
you won't. You just can't.
Yeah, you can't take the
Yeah.
dead cap.
So,
It's that- it is that simple.
and although Chris Paul did prove that there's no untradeable contracts, I don't know if that translates to the NFL.
Nah, not this contract. We're stuck with that crap.
If you would have, I was gonna say, if you would have tried to convince the Giants before Daniel Jones took the field this year, maybe. Not anymore.
You know how cancerous Kai Kamara was?
Yeah.
Just imagine this on like times 100.
Brutal.
No one wants that.
Yeah, but
No.
Kai Kamara still performs.
Exactly. No one wants this.
That's part of the times 100.
Yeah.
Not just his personality; it's also the negative effect of his play. I'm with you now.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Moving on to the running backs. Nick Chubb,
Keep for now. He's only on a 1-year deal.
Jerome Ford,
Keep.
Keep. You have to.
I mean, yeah, he's doing his best. He doesn't have an offensive.
He doesn't have anybody to block for him. It's hard to be upset with the guy.
Yeah, I mean, he was good last year without Chubb. So
Their line was also healthy last year, and he looked damn good.
yep, it's the core of every football team, man.
Amari Cooper.
Trade.
So, get him out.
For what?
Literally anything.
Any draft pick.
A fifth
A 6th round pick to the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And home?
Sure, he can come on home. I mean, hell, our wide receiver 2's on IR with a knee infection. So
Oh,
yeah,
Is that what it was?
that was Brandon Cooks. He got a knee infection. He stayed a day longer in New York. I don't know what he did. Damn dirty needles. But
That probably means he got the infection while he was in New York. Stayed next year
Yeah.
for team or for doctors.
I think this is how a lot of people have that happen.
yeah, man, I'm glad we went to New York and didn't have any infectious diseases we know of.
that we knew.
But
You did come back with those spots all over you.
God, you're right.
Oh, God, it was me too.
You'll change me for the worse.
Elijah Moore.
I think you got to keep Elijah Moore.
Keep, I guess.
Then that gives you a
Yeah.
chance to trade Jerry Judy.
You're not trading Judy.
Did you pay him?
Yes.
Oh, I missed
Yeah,
that.
he already got
My
the
fault. My
contract and all
fault.
that
Keep
fun
Jerry
stuff.
Judy.
That's why I
So
didn't
sweet.
bring him up.
Yeah, there's no reason for us to move on from Jerry Judy right now.
No, that's why I said Elijah
I
Moore.
extended him instantly.
He and Deshaun are like this. Unfortunately for him.
David Njoku.
Stud. Keep.
Cedric Tillman.
Goodbye.
I don't even know
Could
who that
you,
is.
could
That's a
you
line
even get
right there.
a bag of footballs for Cedric Tillman?
I think you probably could at least get a 6 or something
Panthers
for
don't
him.
have-
Could you get
I think if you're getting Amari Cooper for a 6th, you're not going to get Cedric Tillman for a 6th.
No, Cooper's going to go for like a 3rd or a 4th.
Didn't you get him for a third?
no?
We got him
No.
for a 6th.
They got him for 6 because we were in a contract year and everyone else had the leverage on trading him.
Think his value is going to go up though?
No,
No,
he's aging. The highest they'd get, I think, is a 4th.
I
he
was
played terrible to start the year. He's dropping everything thrown his way.
Him and Dontavian Wicks.
Thanks.
Damn son.
That was only this week, by the way.
Damn son couldn't catch a cold.
Well,
Last week he had some tough ones, too.
he was 5 for 13 two games ago.
Yeah.
Ethan Posick.
Who?
Position?
Center.
He's their backup center who's
No,
the player.
he is the starting center.
He's an offensive
Oh,
lineman.
sorry.
Keep.
But the only reason I'm bringing that is because you have Nick Harris, who is younger.
How
Yeah,
old
but
is he?
is he alive?
Yeah, but Nick Harris
Yeah.
isn't as
Is he healthy?
good.
Yes.
Keep. All the bodies you can
You
get.
need backups.
Wyatt Teller.
Keep.
Is he a healthy body?
No.
So
He's an offensive lineman though. Keep.
No,
Yeah.
if he's not, if he can't play, get
He's
him.
a franchise offensive lineman. Keep.
If he
You,
can't play,
we drafted a guard this year too.
get him out.
And how old do I tell her?
Great question.
27.
Some segment.
29.
Do your homework.
That's close.
Yeah, I'll retire next year anyway. So
So get him. What?
it was more along the lines of them drafting a guard.
Tyron Smith. Just go to a different team.
Jedrick Wills.
He-
Trade. Because
Gone.
He's your only
Get him
offensive lineman that's on an expiring contract. He's the only one you can actually get something for.
That's true.
And if
Get
you're
him out.
and if you're
Good.
up on the season,
Don't bring him back.
you think he'll bring him back?
Don't.
He said don't bring him
Oh,
back.
don't. Well, yeah, exactly.
Bless you.
Exactly.
No.
Trade him as long as he's healthy. Get whatever you can for him. Pick somebody else up off the waiver wire. Because if you're punting the season anyway,
Gabe Lincoln's fantasy over here.
You'll put fantasy points in too for him or what? You'll put
Yeah.
Fab in.
Here's another one.
He just-
Jack Conklin.
we get $20 million.
You paid him too much. Got to keep him for now.
Yep.
And he's hurt, right?
I know that.
Yes.
you late-
He
I was
hasn't
not
played.
played yet this
Yeah, he hasn't played yet. Miles Garrett.
He,
You have to keep.
he's literally gonna be. He's your version
Hopefully a
of
lifer.
JJ Watt.
The only defensive
Cornerstone.
pieces you should trade are expiring contracts. That's it.
Or people who are in their like upper echelon in age. Or just
Yeah.
like,
Z-
you can leave.
Zadarius Smith.
That one,
Keep.
I see that one. If he's in the last year, you trade. By the way,
He's a good counter.
Trade. Trade JOK because he looks stupid
He's
with the
not.
marshmallow
He's
on
in
his
the
head.
first
They
of the
just-
2-year deal.
I don't
Yeah.
care. Trade him. 'cause he has
Dalvin
things.
Tomlinson.
Oh, never mind.
Danian Tomlinson.
Close.
I think
Doesn't matter.
I don't think he's in the league anymore. Matthew.
Oh. Really?
I don't know.
But Adrian Peters.
Oko Ankarunkro.
Oh,
Honestly, I'd like to make fun of you, but that's better than I can do. So
yeah, Okoronkwo.
I almost said bless you, but
when did it become Spanish? Why is you rolling?
O-R-K.
It was-
I was like, wait a minute.
there's a hair on the board. I got.
He's on expiring contract. Trade.
Sure, get him out. I don't know. I'm out of names.
Jordan Hicks.
Oh,
Jordan Hicks.
The pitcher for the Cardinal? Well, no, he's not a Cardinal anymore. Was he a Blue Jay? Was that
Giant.
the last place he was? Giant, you're right.
Can we talk about useful people, please?
you don't have any left.
You expired out of
I'm right.
He's
Yeah,
a while ago.
Grant Delpit.
Get him out.
Keep.
Denzel Ward.
You keep him because he's gonna get another
He
concussion.
got
and
cooked by
retire.
Terry McLaurin. Get
Greg
him out.
Newsom.
Keep.
Didn't you pay?
Our
Greg Newsom?
defensive
No.
backs are fine
Yeah, I was gonna say
for the most part.
Exactly. Don't trade your defense unless they are an expiring contract.
Emerson.
Your defense is decent.
Newsom
enough.
is on an expiring contract. That's why I said it.
Doesn't he,
Bum.
doesn't he have 5th-year option?
This is his 5th year.
It's been 5 years since you drafted Greg Newsom. Holy cow, we're old.
I remember picking Greg Newsom.
You said that.
No,
sentence
he can't
so
be. He was-
fast.
He was the Mac Jones draft, right? He should have another year.
That was 5 years ago.
No, this was Mac's 4th year.
I got it. 2020 NFL draft. But he was a 2nd-round pick, so he is on an expiring
okay.
contract.
I thought he was the first round. Who did they take in the first round that year?
We didn't have one.
We didn't have one.
Oh, that's right, because the Watson trade was like 3 weeks beforehand or whatever.
No, that's not true. We definitely had we had a 1st-round pick that year. I think we picked
Did we?
crap, what's his name? The other defensive back.
Emerson.
Greedy wasn't a
No,
first round pick
Emerson
anymore.
was a 3rd rounder, a 4th rounder.
No, that was the year we picked Wills. Yeah.
Oh,
I knew we had a 1st-round pick that year.
Damn.
Yeah, picked him 10th overall.
Who did my team pick?
Yep.
Matt's got the draft.
You didn't.
Oh, you didn't pick.
My team did. Oh no, you know
Wait,
what?
Bill was still there.
Because that was the Jordan
Yeah.
Love draft, and we traded out. I was so mad 'cause I wanted Jordan Love. I remember that.
But instead, you Drake May now.
my last player.
Is NWE New England?
I guess I do.
Why? Your first pick was Kyle Duggar.
Oh yeah, second round pick. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What were you
Uh,
saying?
Juan Thornhill, who's been
Yeah.
he is a safety, free
Get him.
safety.
He's done.
Yeah.
Get him out.
Uh-huh.
I'd be fine
Browns
with
fan, he just-
moving on only because of how injury prone the guy is.
Yeah.
He's
I don't
good,
know.
he just can't stay on the freaking field.
Yeah. Ever since he came here.
Kansas City really is new New England. They always win. Everybody hates them, and every time their players go somewhere else, they suck.
Yeah.
Marcus Robinson's playing well right now.
Oh,
DeMarcus Robinson, wide receiver for the Rams. He's technically wide receiver 3 or 4 with Tutu Atwell, but when their top 2 are both on IR.
Yeah.
oh, I forgot about that guy. Oh, they've got to go Jordan Whittington.
Yeah, they do.
Who also got hurt.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the thing
He was fine, but
He sufficed for 1 week. That's all I needed.
Yeah. But pretty much, if they're on a aspiring contract with the Browns, just trade them for picks.
you know who I haven't heard a single thing about this entire season? Chase Young.
Because he's
that?
on the Saints.
Oh, and the Saints.
Yeah.
Go marching
I
in.
feel like you should hear about him if he's on the Saints. They've
No.
been like a really bipolar team.
The only person on their defense you ever hear about anymore is Tyrann Mathieu.
Honey Badger.
Yep. In fact, he was on the graphic for tonight's game. I don't remember what the game that was. Somebody was like, "Oh, Tyrann Mathieu versus Travis Kelce."
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where did he go last year?
Did they make that sound too?
Who?
Did he go to the Chargers?
No, he was still in Washington.
Chase Young? No, he got traded.
Niners.
Oh yeah,
The
To
Niners.
the
That's-
Niners, and Luka
Yeah.
was like, it was like a 5th round pick too, or something.
I was
stupid.
close.
Like,
I went with Joey
yeah,
Bosa. It was
Right.
It was low, and I'm like, oh.
Could have been so good to get. Oh, them
Yeah.
it kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got something we can wrap up the NFL with.
Go
Give it to
for it.
So I saw this and I thought it would be perfect for the podcast. Bleacher Report released one statement for every NFL team post game after their game. The Browns is the hot seat is coming for Browns coach Kevin Stefanski. Pretty much for all the reasons we talked about already. Poor quarterback play, poor offense, a lot of penalties. I guess that's something we didn't really touch on this
Yeah.
week, but we touched on that in the past. But the last paragraph is what I want to close out the Cleveland Browns with on. Franchise owner Jimmy Haslam isn't exactly known for making rational football decisions, and Stefanski has officially run out of potential scapegoats. If Cleveland continues stumbling through its games as it has its first 5, Stefanski's seat will get very warm.
Yeah.
I just thought that. I just
Yeah,
thought we could all appreciate
I would
that.
agree with that because you have Mike Vrabel there, who I think is probably your next head coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, it's all the owner's fault, but they're not going to take any heat for it. So
Right.
goodbye, head coach.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Goodbye, head coach. Goodbye, GM.
I
But
love
they saved the
sports.
crew, so I'm cool though.
His wife saved the crew.
Yeah. Like,
We've established that.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm done talking about my crappy football team. Let's talk about anything else.
Well, let's go with NASCAR.
Wait, what was my team?
All right.
Where are you?
Clay, what was my team statement?
What? Oh crap! Let me pull it back up.
The Patriots suck.
Oh, it was
That was my
like you
statement.
guys need a wide receiver 1, essentially.
Scotty freaking
Miller.
Miller.
Well, let's get Bleacher Report doesn't know ball. We need an O line.
And it talked about
Roman played 2 sacks this week.
Drake May, like not rushing to start Drake May, which we've also talked about, but they don't have that guy. Like when the Browns had Baker, we had Jarvis Landry that he could just throw the ball to and it would be fine. The Patriots don't have that guy.
Hunter
I was
Henry.
gonna say, yeah, that's the problem. Is our most experienced receivers are tight end, because our best receivers are rookie.
Ramondre
All
Stevenson.
right.
Hey,
Yeah.
33-yard touchdown after getting benched. We ride.
That was great.
I texted Carson. I was like,
I
"Oh,
was
you
texting
started."
Carson the night before. I said, bro,
Sleeper
can't
Adam
believe
was
they
pissed.
benched Ramondre and they're going to start Gibson. He goes, I know. I'm pissed because Brady probably knew the entire time.
he did.
And I'm like, yeah. And then I texted him. I said, dude, Ramondre scored. He goes, he's on my bench.
Don't worry.
Like-
He's probably still winning tonight, unless the Chiefs have a high power offense.
Hey, bud.
Dude, Clayton, brother, I hope you hold on, man.
I do too, dude.
Your matchup
I-
is wild. The only people
Yeah,
that
I
score like
finally
over
put
150.
together a good week. And the only other person whose team is like literally firing on all cylinders is playing me. So
So he got 80 points out of Burrow and Jamar.
yeah, playing against the Burrow Jamar stack and still being in it, there's something to be said for that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I lost last week was the Burrow and Jamar stack.
Yep.
I tried so hard to buy low on them, and he wouldn't budge. It looks like he's paying out for him in the long run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often from Bechtel in fantasy, but
But when
Right.
it does, it's
He's cooking this year.
Let's talk about NASCAR before we jump into the MLB playoffs.
Ross Chastain. What?
oh my god.
Ross Chastain wrecked yesterday, but speaking of wrecks, there were 28 cars in their crash on lap 184 yesterday, which
Yeah,
is a
it
modern
was
Cup Series
insane.
record. Hilarious. Stock car racing is back, baby.
Heck
I'm
yeah.
watching it again in slow motion right now. It's beautiful.
But nobody got airborne, so it wasn't as cool. But at least it was, nobody was gonna die.
Yeah.
Right.
There were 5 laps to go, and Talladega is a big track. It's like it's the longest track, I think, in NASCAR.
It is.
And yeah, 28 car pile up to end it.
Yeah. They were forward wide for most of the race.
Yeah.
We had that on most of the time on the Browns game. So
I turned it on after the Browns to help get my mind away from the stupid sport of football for a little bit.
I was gonna say,
That's fair.
I'd rather watch Ross Chastain than Deshaun Watson too.
yeah.
Except
we-
Ross Chastain.
What number
wrecked,
is his
dude.
car?
I want to say 16.
No, you know what number it is, Brady? He's number 1. That's what number he is.
All right, that's fair.
So quit speaking his
it was his,
stupid shit.
Mr. Krabs. He was number 1.
Play in. Who
Yeah.
drives 17? I feel like I know that.
17. Give me 1 second. Who drives 17 in NASCAR?
Obviously, it's not Kenzo. Not in
Chris
this one.
Buescher. That's right.
What'd you say?
Chris Buescher. He won a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think 16 is Martin Truex.
I think you're
Find
right.
out. 16. AJ Allmendinger.
I was just about to ask if AJ Allmendinger was still in the 43.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, so
You
close.
said that last name a little too fast for my liking.
Matt, what number do you want to see?
Hits the
who
nuts out of the
drives?
park, man. Almendinger.
It's so fast.
He says everything so fast.
I know. He's like,
That's just
I knew they all want to. What?
Matt, what number do you want me to look up?
My boy Kyle Larson, baby. Was he 13?
He drives 5. I knew that one.
Boom.
Who drives
Isaac, what number do you want?
9 car?
9?
16.
Oh, Chase Elliott. That's easy.
Is there a sleep? There has to be.
He just said it was Chase Elliott.
No, he said nothing.
9.
Oh,
Which one?
69.
Let's look it up. Denny Wilson raced the 69 car in his only NASCAR Cup Series race at Watkins Glen in 1992.
nice.
The number
Not-
69 has started 103 races.
Fire.
That's nice.
Not to take away from the NASCAR conversation, but it took all of one drive for
it
Derek
doesn't
Carr to
take it
throw a
away.
pick.
The game started. Oh, it is 8:20.
Did pick already?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Alvin Kamara done?
Probably not much. They just threw a
You
pick.
got 2 carries for 11 yards. But
Oh, God.
Travis Kelce was had a 21-yard catch for you. Clay.
That's what we need. We need Derek Carr to fail hard.
Kelsey's out there already, baby.
Kelce had
Exactly.
for 25 yards.
Oh,
Kareem
wide
Hunt-
receiver 1 is back.
Kareem Hunt already has 3 carries for 10 yards.
Yup, that's about right.
Oh, there's another pass to Travis Kelce. All right, we're right.
Oh my
3
God.
for 31 on the first drive.
OG.
Hey, attaboy,
Chiefs
Clayton.
are so back, dude. 2017.
Hold on.
Kareem Hunt,
Hey,
Travis
It's
Kelsey.
touchdown from Mahomes tonight.
I went from literally I think
Yep.
I've scored either the least or the second least amount of points in the league because I leave so many points on my bench. And I finally have a week where it's all started to come together.
Yeah, you're good. If Kelsey's
Yeah.
already got 3 catches for 30 yards, you
Yeah.
pretty much locked it up.
So,
Easy.
Unless we get primetime Kamara that goes for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns.
you shut your
Kamara's not playing against me, is
I
he?
think it's funny.
Got 11. But only 11.
Yeah.
The only
scored
person
my
who's
first
playing against me that's left is Brady's favorite wide receiver, Chris Olave.
He does have a catch already.
Wow.
But
Shut
the
up.
Chiefs are in the red zone, so it's only a matter of time until he gets more.
Throw to him and bring in Jamal Williams.
The Xavier Worthy touchdown.
Already?
Just a
No,
quick
no,
state on the
they've literally
UFC.
they've only used Kareem Hunt and Travis Kelce. That's all they've used so far.
Yeah,
They're on the
so
20.
bad. All right, let's talk about playoff baseball. The Dodgers Padres series is insane.
Oh, that's
Dude,
that's
that
really
was
really good.
Nuts.
That's true. Every series has been good so far.
Oh, Padres win that.
Me
that
too. I just don't
pure
want to see the Dodgers.
fact of how the Dodgers fans were reacting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tatis was kind of feeding into it, but still.
you're right.
you're right.
Well,
But
Profar was too.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That home run snag and letting him celebrate around 2.5 bases. was
They threw
nuts.
a ball.
it was great.
He threw a ball at
Yeah,
it.
threw a ball at Profar, threw drinks at threw drinks at Tatis.
With a
Yeah.
hit bomb over them.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Score.
Who?
It's loading. Hold on. Gotta think about it.
This matters.
That's why I have to have
The
ESPN.
score is terribly slow. I'm sorry.
That's why I have to have ESPN.
But yeah, I really have enjoyed all
we
of
should have
the
the game.
divisional rival series. I need the Royals to beat the Yankees for my sanity.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Sorry, Ashley. She's not listening, but that's okay.
Kareem Hunt.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
but yeah.
Oh, geez,
Uh,
are so bad.
I think the guards lost today. Terry Carpenter hit a 3-run homer in the top of the ninth off a Class A with 2 outs. Why you threw 4 sliders in a row? I don't know, but that's baseball.
Nice. I put a $5 bet for Kareem Hunt to be the first touchdown scorer for the Chiefs. 5 to win 23. Let's go.
Nice.
Big
I
W.
respect that.
I put 5. I put 5 on Xavier Worthy too. So
You want to hear my parlay from
I made
last night?
13. Tell me.
It was was it fun? 1, 2, 4. I think it was a 4-leg anytime touchdown. It was Brian Robinson Jr. to score a touchdown. He got it first drive, like second drive for them.
Mhm.
And then it was I skipped the London game because I hate betting on London games.
Fair.
I'll just pull it back up. I didn't hit, but
I put $1 on Alan Lazard to score a second touchdown.
That'll work out for you.
It didn't.
Okay.
he almost did. He had Okay, so it was Derrick Henry anytime touchdown, and on the first drive he got that, and then Brian Robinson got his early in the first quarter, and I'm like, all right, dude, this is like on lock right now. And then I had James Conner, Ken Walker, and then the wild card was Jordan Whittington, and $1 would have put me like $65. So I just put $1.50. I put $1.50 on it. The first 2 hit, I'm sitting there like, shit.
Cat.
It wouldn't let me.
All right, listen to this hit last night. I'm sorry, last thing on the NFL. This wasn't me, unfortunately. All teams' first touchdown. So not teams' first touchdown, but teams' first touchdown. Cam Akers, first touchdown. James Cook, first touchdown. Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Pittman Jr., and Chuba Hubbard. Wow. Plus 106,330. $5 for bro to win 8,821.
It hit.
Yeah,
Oh no, I saw a different
absolutely nuts.
I saw a 4-legger and somebody actually predicted the Vikings pick 6. Somebody actually had Vikings defense for first touchdown.
That's insane.
That alone was plus 3,000.
That's absurd.
I know. I was like, bruh,
Bro.
why do I always see this after?
You gotta have the hunch, man.
I do not.
I saw one for week 1 when it was Packers and Eagles. And I'm like, there's no way this hits. And then I'm watching the game. I'm like, he's 3 for 3 so far, and he needs that last one to hit. The last one never hit. I'm like, oh, thank God. Makes me feel a little bit better about myself that I didn't bet with it because it was like plus 600 odds. To
Oh
hit.
yeah.
So
Oh, you do
That-
anything else on anything?
Shout out Alex Pereira. He defended his title for the 3rd time in 175 days. It's kind of baller.
Yeah, bring up college football because college football is crazy this week too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be good this week too.
yeah, so it'll be really good this week. So just real quick, I'm gonna shout out Ashton Genty, the running back for Boise State, who has, I believe, was it it's either 15 touchdowns or it's 18 touchdowns right now already, and it's 5 games through.
Yeah.
This man is averaging over 10 yards a carry.
Heisman.
He
Just
is
give it to him.
clearly the front runner for Heisman.
So
And-
on 95 attempts, he has 1,031 yards and 16 touchdowns.
yeah,
So averaging 10.8 yards per carry, 206.2 yards per game.
yeah, that's absurd. I don't
Yeah.
care who you are.
Heisman him.
Yeah, that is, that's bonkers. I mean, like, that's sounds like the Reggie Bush days that people talk about when he was in college and all that stupid stuff, and just
It's actually better than Reggie Bush.
yes,
Did you see the graphic that was the last 3 Heisman running back winners?
no,
It was Reggie Bush, Derrick Henry, and Mark Ingram, and it showed their stats in the same amount of games, and he was like doubling all of them. I was
yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
I hope Boise State makes the college football playoffs, and that man just absolutely runs over every single team he plays. They don't have to win, but
Except for us.
but my God, he is like
Just a
something
beast.
special. Yeah,
Just an absolute
Bro
beast.
makes TikToks too.
As he should.
It's the running back trio room. He's like, it's back from your faves, and it's like the most girly dances I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, this makes sense now.
I say
You are Gen Z.
See, he can do that. Not Juju, but he can do it.
Yeah.
'Cause he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, when you produce like that on the field, I think you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Juju's got a ring.
Within reason of legality.
yeah, but this dude also has 1,000 yards in 5 games.
Yeah.
Different.
Oh yeah, the Buckeyes won 35-7. It was looking a little rough there at halftime. It was only 7-0, but yeah, ended up
Second half team.
dub.
Vanderbilt has put a goalpost into the river.
They had traveled 3 miles to get there.
Yeah, and the
Yep.
fire department got it out after they put it in.
That's true.
True.
That's kind of necessary.
I say Alabama lost.
I actually have
Missouri
something
lost.
on that.
What'd you say, Clayton?
Yes.
I think I kind of told you guys this already, but I watched Vanderbilt's quarterback play in the bowl game 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he played for New Mexico State at that time, and he freaking pieced us up, dude. He had a great game. I'm not surprised he wound up somewhere better than New Mexico State, but I could have guessed it would have been better somewhere than Vanderbilt. So
Did you see what Nick Saban said like Wednesday?
No.
He was on, I don't know if it was on Pat McAfee's show, if it was just ESPN with those two just there talking. But Nick Saban goes, and they're going into the easiest place to play on the road in the SEC in Vanderbilt. And then like cut it, and then they cut to the score. I'm like, oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Shout out to Penn State for being 7, by the way. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the top 4 is crazy, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
they're 4 now. Yeah, they were 7 last week.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is the Big Ten. Sorry.
Texas
Let me try
is
again.
1, OSU's 2.
Two.
Number 3
Is
is
Oregon.
Who we
Oregon.
play this week.
Yeah, that'll be a game.
Yeah.
That'll move us to 1. That'll move whoever wins that game to 1.
Most
And
likely.
whoever loses, it wouldn't surprise me if they just put us at like 6 or 7. Like kind of what they did out to Georgia after they lost to Bama.
Yeah. But
Which-
Bama still being 7 after losing to an unranked Vanderbilt is kind
I
of
think
insane.
they should have at least been like 9 or 10. Like keep them in the college football playoff, but like you're on the outskirts of like,
Well, I mean, are you taking Alabama or Clemson? Because like Clemson's 10.
Clemson can piss off for all. I mean, I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of Dabo
Oh.
Sweeney, to be honest with you. So the only one
Is he still
Sweeney I
there?
like.
Tennessee's 8, Ole Miss is 9. Tennessee lost 2.
Man.
Yeah.
Dude, Boise State at 17.
I'm telling you,
They're
dude,
coming.
you know who I want to see? I want to see Boise State in the college football playoff, and I want to see Army or Navy in the college football
Yeah.
Yes,
playoff.
that's
That'd be
the one
so
problem.
funny.
Is the group of 5 bids going to come down to one of those 3 teams.
Am I right that there's 6 Big Ten teams in the top 25?
Yeah.
Ohio State,
Yep.
Oregon, Penn State,
Yeah.
Indiana,
Indiana, Illinois, and Michigan.
right?
Because Michigan dropped all the way to 24.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see the top? Not the top 25.
No, they lost.
They lost again.
11 seed lost to. No, Michigan lost to Minnesota.
You said Illinois, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
USC lost to Minnesota. Yeah.
Mhm.
24-17.
Michigan did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, hold up. Yeah, Missouri went from 9 to 21, and Alabama only got to 7. What do we do?
No, Michigan lost to Washington.
Yeah.
Washington. That's true.
Minnesota beat.
Tennessee lost to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michigan got handed defeat by the second generation of Belichick. Go for it.
All right. Yeah, that's where we
it.
end it. That's it.
It is. Belichick's son is actually their defensive coordinator.
Yeah, Belichick.
And with that,
Just because the only way he can keep a job in the NFL is with his daddy at the helm.
Yeah, he's on
End the podcast.
crack cocaine.
this has been episode 157 of the Hot Take Sports Podcast. Make sure to follow us on all our social medias at Hot Take Sports 16 and give us your best hot take. Use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase. It's NASCAR Cup Series playoff time. Go watch Ross Chastain live and in person. Code HTS, $20, SeatGeek. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you all next week.
I love you.